This is your chamber check-in here. We are live with President and CEO of Bright Bank, Mr. Mark Houston. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Paul. How are you?
I'm doing great. Where are you at today?
Well, today I am at the top of the Hoff, or near top of the Hoff. That's where we've set up our headquarters, our main office, and so we have 3 floors here that we're in, and so just looking out at the Capitol and the beautiful foothills.
Awesome. Hey, how's your team been holding up?
Well, real well, real well. We came back into the office here about a week ago. I think it was on the 17th, and we had been working from home over the last 3 months, like most people, and during that time, we continued to move the bank forward to get it open and operating, and at the same time, also working heavily in the PPP arena to help businesses get back to work, get money into their business, and people back on the payroll. So so far so good.
Okay, cool. Well, you are a brand new bank in Idaho. Can you let the listeners know a little bit about the history of Bright Bank and tell us about your new branches?
Yeah, no, certainly happy to. As a matter of fact, Bright Bank is a new bank to the Boise area, the Treasure Valley, and to Idaho. But it is a division of Bank of Jackson Hole, which gives us additional significant strength. And so just a quick overview, there's a family, the Biakia family, that owns Bank of Jackson Hole and also another bank out of Oklahoma called Bass Bank. And so 37 years ago, these two banks were created. And it wasn't until recently, I think December of 2018, they decided that they wanted to move into the Idaho market. Activity was good, the economy was strong, they saw an opportunity to grow. And so that's when they approached me, and we had those conversations about what that would look like here. And so that was really the start of developing the bank, getting things organized, and eventually open. And so, our plan, our strategic plan as we move forward is to not only expand here in the Treasure Valley, but throughout Idaho. And in addition, we'll be expanding throughout the Mountain Northwest under the name Bright Bank. So we really have some very aggressive goals for growth, but with one thing in mind, regardless of where we're at and what we do, and that's putting the customer first in all that we do, that face-to-face building of relationships and taking care of our clients at a very deep level. And so that's the community banking that we're all proud to bring to the table here.
Okay.
Branches, we do have a couple of branches that'll be coming to the area soon. Our Fairview Village branch, which is down Fairview near the village, it's part of Meridian. That will be opening probably late summer, early fall. And then we have one down in Eagle that will be opening probably next April. So we're excited about both of those locations.
Where can we go now to open up an account?
Well, right down at the Hoff building is our main office, our main branch. It opened on Monday, and we've seen some pretty good foot traffic already, and a lot of interest in the community, and certainly a lot of the people that we help through the PPP program. Plus, we have a very strong team with very deep relationships, a long history here in the Valley, that are now starting to work with some of their clients, partners that they've worked with for many years here. But right down at the Hoff building is where it all happens.
Absolutely. You mentioned the Bank of Jackson Hole starting 37 years ago. How many years have you been in the banking industry, Mark?
It's been about 37 years.
What?
Most of that right here in the Treasure Valley. So, I came on board with, for those who have been around this market for a while, it was the old Idaho Bank and Trust. And so I joined them on their management training program, kind of moved through the ranks, and here I am today, bringing in Bright Bank. And so it's been fun. It's been an adventure. But yeah, I've been around in this community for quite a while, have some very long-lasting relationships, and so it's good to be focused back in the community. In my previous role, where I oversaw several states in the Mountain Northwest for another institution, it took me out of the market a lot. So now to be able to kind of slow down and focus here on what we do and who we do it with and be involved in that community as I'm used to doing, um, that's what I'm doing now and loving it.
That's a great segue into your community involvement. Mark, when you and I first met, it was through LinkedIn. And one of the first things you did was join your local regional chamber. And without that community support, that just tells us a lot about the culture of your bank and you personally and your team. So thank you for investing immediately in your chamber.
Yeah, no, my pleasure. There's a lot of value there. It's a great partnership that I want to continue to be a part of. I can remember running around the valley many years ago, handing out chamber packages. So again, it's that being involved in the community and helping people out and sharing what we do. So happy to partner with you. Love it. Love the relationship.
On your website, you have something that really stuck out in my mind. A long time ago, I went through a leadership training course and it says, don't have that someday syndrome. And on your website, it says, make someday today. I really like that. Um, can you expand a little bit more on that?
Well, I think that's just it. Instead of putting things off in what you want to do in life or grow your business or take that next step, whatever it may be, make someday today. Let us help you do that. Let us help you get to the next level. And the way we do that is really understanding our clients at a very deep level, understanding their hopes, their dreams, their goals, and then bringing the right team around them to bring the right solutions to play. And so that's part of Make Someday Today.
I love it. Don't have that. Someday I'm going to buy this house. Someday I'm going to take the kids on this vacation. Someday. I love that. That is so cool.
There's no better time than today.
Okay.
Regardless of the virus, there's no better time.
So you're open right now.
Yes.
Okay. So you're open. And when did you open? 2 days ago?
We opened on Monday.
On Monday. Okay.
On Monday.
Well, I know we've been trying to plan a ceremonial ribbon cutting and a big grand opening. I really can't wait till things are clear for us to do that again. So that'll be a fun day when we get to do that.
Yeah, good. I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully that's something we can look at later this year, where we can bring people together and celebrate what we're trying to do here in the community and giving back. And so we're anxious to move that forward.
Okay. So, and you had mentioned a little bit in our conversation before about the Paycheck Protection Program that all businesses have been trying to apply for, get some help to keep their employees employed. As a community bank, tell us a little bit. Can you dive into a little bit more? I mean, that was crazy. I mean, one day we're all working away, and the next day it just came to a complete halt. What have you, as Bright Bank, been able to do to be able to pivot so quickly and help your clients and customers?
Well, I think that's one of the benefits of being a community bank. We're very nimble. We make local decisions. We make all of our decisions here locally in terms of how we do things and what we want to do moving forward to serve our client. So we have that flexibility. And I think that's one of our strengths. But, when we all hit the virus and headed for home, it was continuing to move the bank forward. But then when the PPP loan came around, it was an opportunity for us to really step back out there from the lending side and help a lot of businesses. Because, at that time, and this is what I've said to so many people, that to me it was personal. Because being a part of this community, raising my family here for such a long time, I wanted to give back. I wanted us to be able to give back to help our community through this period. And so that's why we all jumped in. We have a very experienced SBA manager that oversaw that charge. And so we dove in both feet and started working with clients to help them. It wasn't about building new relationships in terms of bringing them to the bank now. It was more about just helping them through this period, regardless of where their current relationship was. So we're very proud of that we're able to help so many.
That's so cool. I saw a lot of social media posts on the different businesses that you and your team have been able to help. So kudos to you.
Yeah, well, thank you. Real pleasure.
The chamber has spent a lot of effort helping our business community navigate those federal CARE Acts and the PPP program. And what is still available out there, Mark? What can businesses still do?
Well, there've been a lot of changes, and it almost changes daily. And so, at least the last information that I saw, I think, applying for that loan runs out at the end of the month, but your ability to use those funds continue through the end of the year. But there has been some discussion, I believe, that could be extended. So we're just waiting to see that. But again, we can share information on one day and it'll change the next. That's how quickly things have been evolving. But that's also why, we have a very strong, talented SBA manager that tracks that daily through many different sources to make sure we're on top of that information, and that we're communicating with our clients under PPP, because some have approached us. They want to start paying that back or applying for forgiveness. And so we have to have that information ready, and that we're communicating on a regular basis so they know exactly where we're at.
Okay, cool. Well, it's nice to know we've got a partner with you, Mark, there right downtown in the Hoff building. Thanks for taking your time with me today, Mark. I really appreciate your investment in the chamber and in this community.
Well, I appreciate it, Paul. It's been a pleasure. And again, it's my honor to serve this community and raise family here. We've all lived here, and we're just happy to give back. So appreciate you talking with us.
Absolutely. One final note. I know you have a wealth of knowledge in the financial industry with your 37-year experience. So, and I know some of your team members have also had copious amount of years involved in the financial industry. So if you're a business out there and you're looking to connect with a great bank in town, go see Mark and the team at Bright Bank.
Appreciate that. A lot of experience sitting in here. So we love helping people.
Awesome. Mark, have a great rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend.
Thanks. You too, Paul. Appreciate it.